Hello, everybody. Welcome to Facebook Live, I guess, with Mel Rapozo. Um, I hope you can hear me. I'm on my phone because okay, I hope I can get comments on this thing. Hang on. Okay, good. I get to see some of the comments. All right, perfect. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining today. I think you all, we're going to hang out for a little bit, get some people. I know we're going to get a lot of people. I know we're going to get a lot of people on here. And I think most of you, if not all of you, just watched the press conference from the governor. I apologize. I'm a little shaky. I'm a little anxious. Very, very disappointed. And if one of you could, if you can hear me and see me okay, can you put a 1 in there? Just put a 1 in the box so at least I know that this thing is working. I've never done this on my phone before, but I was having some issues. And I want to make sure that that you all can hear me and see me. This isn't going to be long. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. And I'm going to forego on welcoming all of you by name because this on the phone it's actually a much smaller window. So and this thing is scrolling pretty quick. We got 100 people on here already and it's climbing. So I'm going to hang out for a couple of minutes. I need a stiff drink. Yeah. But as you can probably imagine, thanks, Helene. As you can probably imagine, and I may get emotional. I may get emotional because this is very frustrating. I honestly could not believe what I heard today. I had expected mandatory quarantine. I did. I did not expect the governor. I don't think he had enough time to get the White House involved, to do a shutdown of the airport. But I did believe that he had enough time to put together a quarantine, a mandatory quarantine. And he did. He did. But he's holding it off until next week, Thursday. Now, that causes a boatload of problems. And I'll get into that as we go along. I want to give everybody an opportunity to get on before I officially start this thing because I think it's important. I think it's vital that we as a community, all of us, whether you're out there being vocal or whether you're sending emails, sending messages, right now is vital that we all come together and put together a plan. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I did wanna at least recap. Like I said, most of you watched it. And some of you may have not. I'm going to try to recap as best I can. It was although it was long, not much was said. Noelani, I'm with you, girl. I actually got choked up. Because this is a life or death, and this is a life or death situation. Noelani, for your son, for our kupuna, for all of those out there that have underlying medical conditions, this isn't a freaking joke. This isn't a freaking joke. So I have some suggestions, but I'm going to start. I'm going to start in a couple of minutes because I do want to get as many people on as possible. And again, share this. Take a moment right now and share this. Because I want every living soul to see this. I want every single living soul to see this. Anyway, I guess I'm dumbfounded. I guess I'm flabbergasted. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. But we're going to try to sort this thing out and come up with some suggestions Um, Woo, Noelani, you gonna make me cry. 6 years old, he deserves to live. I don't want to seem like I'm overreacting. I don't want to seem like a drama king. But the threat is real. You know, like I said in last week's Facebook Live, I said, you know, in the beginning I thought everybody was overreacting, but as I've studied this for the last few weeks, and I haven't just studied Facebook posts, I've studied the data, I've studied, oh, sorry, I dropped my phone. And I've studied the statistics, the data. This is real, people, this is real. This is not an exercise. This is real. And unfortunately, the governor doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. He simply doesn't get it. It's obvious that he has been bought and paid for by the industry, by the visitor industry. That if that wasn't obvious and evident today, if that wasn't obvious today, then your head is in the sand. Your head is in the sand. So bear with me, because I don't have many notes. Obviously, I was so engrossed in the gross press conference, you know. But I did jot a few things down. But I did want to start off on a positive note. I started off today, obviously tracking all my comments, and let me just say, thank you, all of you that took the time to comment, like, share. You see, they are listening. Maybe it didn't matter today, but we did our part. We did our part, and we're going to continue to do our part. We're going to continue to do our part until we get some action. And if it's not from this guy who calls himself the governor, then we're going to take this to the White House. We're going to take this to the White House. And we're going to get the president to close our borders like he did the northern border and the southern border of the continent. Canada and Mexico, no more crossing the border. So whether or not he forgot that Hawaii is a state, whatever the case, I'm not going to be up here. We're not going to be picking on anybody. We need to take this message to the president. It may sound really, really far-fetched, but you know what? I still got a few connections in Congress. Obviously, our delegation didn't take a freaking time to respond to my request, which is horribly disappointing. But I actually do have some connections, not many. But I got some old friends there in Congress, whether staffers or Congress people. And that's where we'll take this fight. That's where we'll take this fight. Because that's where it belongs. The airports need to be shut down. The flights need to be stopped. And if these airlines and these hotels and all of these people want to go play with the David Ige's birdie and try to make sure that they still get revenue, then let's shut it down. And I think we can make a very strong argument for the president. So that's where this thing is heading. But anyway, let me just say again, thank you all. And you know, like I posted today, I may not respond to all of your comments, but I read them all. And my wife has told me more than once today to Mel, take a break, stop. This thing is getting the best of you, and it is. I'm not going to lie. But this is important. Probably one of the most important things I've ever fought for in my life. This is not a freaking joke. This is real. And people are going to die. And every day we wait, more people will die. You heard the guy from Disney, Aulani. No, we shut it down. We shut our hotel down because we care for our, they call it employees, their cast. We care for our cast and we care for our guests. You know, That to me is responsible. That to me is community. So anyway, so thank you all for engaging. Thank you all for sharing. Thank you all for saying those nice things. I don't deserve those nice things. I'm just doing what needs to be done. We just gotta all do our share. And yeah, maybe it's not doing Facebook Lives for everybody. Maybe it's not posting posts and data all day long. But you know what? A simple email, a simple phone call to people that can make a difference. You know, as I was going through my messages and my posts, and Mayor Kawakami had his press conference today, and I gotta tell you, you know, we got a damn good, strong leader here on Kauai. We all know the numbers. We all know the numbers are rising. Yeah, Kauai, thank God we didn't have an increase, but we will. We will. New Jersey, California, Illinois, New York, shut down. They didn't wait a week. They didn't come out and say, hey, you know what, we're going to shut the state down. We're going to start next week. No, they didn't do that. Yeah, their numbers are extreme. They're at some major danger points, but the bottom line is they shut it down. So Mayor Kawakami was awesome. He came out and he said, you know, it's rule number 3. We all know his rule 1 and rule 2, but there was number 3. Limit social gatherings to groups of 10 or less. These are directives now. These aren't suggestions. I'm asking them to not come to Hawaii. No, this is directives. You will limit social gatherings to groups of 10 or less. All bars and nightclubs will close. Close. Not we're asking you, no, you are going to close. Closing all restaurants unless they provide drive-through, pickup, or delivery. That is vital because people got to eat. And we're all practicing, you know, we'll be safe, but you cannot eat in the restaurant. You got to go there, pick it up, and get the heck out. All theaters, entertainment centers, and visitor activities. All these goddamn tour buses. I better not see a tour bus on the road with tourists. I will go stop them. I will go stop them. And I'll block that damn bus in if I have to. This is real. Nolan, I agree. I believe the president will help if we unite and if we can show. The bottom line is this. We do not have the medical facilities and supplies to accommodate the potential impact of this virus. Plain and simple. We cannot go send a truck down to the next hospital. No, sorry, we don't. Anyway, back to the rule number 3 and closing all houses of worship. We all pray from home. What is Ron Kochi doing? Ron Kochi, Senate President, sent a very stern demand to the governor. And I don't think Senator Kochi right now is happy. Let me just say that. I've been very critical of the legislature, but I will tell you, I read the letter from Kochi, and it was basically saying, shut it down. Stop the flights. So tomorrow we all pray at home. We start praying now. We pray every day, but tomorrow you can't go to your church. You're going to do it at home. And unfortunately, Tropic Care 2020 has been canceled. So bottom line is this. Our mayor, he's taking the action. Effective immediately, not next week, Thursday. Effective immediately. So I was very, very excited, very happy that our mayor, and I spoke to the mayor yesterday. People understand, there is no hatred between me and Derek. We go back long before politics, and a lot of people want to paint that picture. But Derek and I go back a long way. We've been friends much longer than we've been politicians. So I chatted with him yesterday, and let me tell you what, he is, we spoke backyard talk. And he's serious, And he's doing everything that he can to stop this. But we need the governor. And we didn't get it today. The governor, I don't know if you watched it, but when they came out, I don't know if you noticed his smile. Like this was a inauguration. Like it was an inauguration. How many of you caught that? The smile, like, yeah, wow, I got all this media here. I'm going to shine today because I'm doing a really good thing. Because in his mind, he thinks he's doing a good thing. So he basically orders a 14-day mandatory quarantine for everyone arriving into our state, resident or non-resident. I got excited because that is exactly what I've been talking about for the last few days. And then he says, effective Thursday, March 26th, 12:01 a.m. I gotta tell you, I felt like somebody kicked me in the balls. I honestly felt like somebody wound up their leg and kicked me in the balls. I could not believe what I had just heard. Oh, and it's until further notice, so that part is good. March 26th at 12:01 a.m. So basically Wednesday night, right past midnight, this quarantine will go into effect. Next week, Wednesday midnight. I was shocked. Yes, starting Thursday. And then what he said next was even worse when he said, we have to allow our visitors the time to make adjustments to their schedule. We don't want to inconvenience them. We want to give them an opportunity to cancel their flights or change their flights. Or what is this guy thinking? Who the hell cares about inconveniencing a tourist? Or what? Who cares? I don't. I freaking don't. They had all industry people there. It was incredible. They had Dr. Anderson, who's a puppet. He was the only medical guy there. You had the hotel guy. You had the union guy. You had the airline guy who stuttered every time he was asked a question. You had a couple of hotel guys. There was not one medical person to come up and tell you and me how important it would be to start this right now. Not zero. It was all an industry show. It was all an industry show. We want to give them an opportunity to cancel their flights. Well, I tell you what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Those people that are scheduled to come on or after the 26th are now going to change their reservations to come sooner. The flights are relatively empty. The seats are available. They are going to change their flights to come early. That's what's going to happen. But he said, no. They're not. We are positive that it's going to stop. It's not, Governor, I'm not sure what the heck what you're reading. Why not stop this immediately? His response was, we have worked with the industry and want to give the travelers an opportunity to adjust their schedules. We don't want our visitors to be surprised when they arrive and find out that there's a quarantine. Listen, if you're on the mainland and you want to come to Hawaii and there's a hurricane threat, there's a threat of a hurricane, most people would change their reservations. They just wouldn't come. This is no different. If you are making plans to come to Hawaii and we have this, it's not it's not potential, it's here. The virus is in Hawaii. Then you should be prepared to land and be told that in fact you're on quarantine. I don't really care about the inconvenience. Honestly, I don't care. He said stricter measures are recommended when we get to a community spread infection. I believe that was said by Dr. Anderson, Bruce Anderson. So we are going to wait. We're going to wait till we get to community spread before we crank it up a notch. It's too late, pal. That's what pisses me off. Because this is not a freaking hurricane. This is not something we can go back and repair a roof if we had oops. No, somebody is going to die, and unfortunately we cannot bring them back to life. I don't know what the hell you guys are thinking over there at the state capitol. Stricter measures are recommended once we get to, because he knows it's coming, once we get to community spread, then we'll crank it up. Now, you know, in the HRS, there's a statute. There's a statute for manslaughter, is recklessly causing the death of someone. I think this falls right into that. When you consciously delay the action that's going to save lives, knowing that this delay will cause a loss of life, to me that's reckless. And to me that falls under the manslaughter statute. Food for thought. We will keep working with our industry partners because they have been so concerned. The industry partners are only concerned about keeping their hotels open, their airplanes flying, their rental cars running, and their employees hired. Trust me, my heart is with those employees. But lives first, jobs later. Lives first, jobs later. I talked about this last week. The recovery will come. Unemployment will come. Stipends, stimulus packages, all of that will come. We cannot bring back someone from the dead. So, like I said, it is very clear to me that the governor's loyalty is to the industry. It's to the industry. It's not to the people. It's not to the kupuna. It's not to those that are laying at home right now. Noelani's son and everyone else that has medical conditions that make this virus very, very deadly. The loyalty is not there. The loyalty, seriously, the loyalty is with the industry. It's very clear today. Very evident. Very, very, very evident. And that's frustrating. The CEO from Hawaiian Airlines was asked, you know, your rates to the East Coast is 100 some odd bucks. Now with this coming, are you going to lower your rates? I mean, are you going to keep your rates low? Or are you going to bump it up? He didn't answer the question. He said, well, we think that the numbers are going to drop. We think blah, blah. He stuttered a lot, which is a sign of deception. But at the end of the day, no, he's not. That rates are going to stay cheap. I can assure you that travel agents and travel people are going to be telling their people, hey, you get one more week. You got a few more days. You can book now. Get over there on Monday and come home on Wednesday, or it's going to happen. See, if you're here, if you're here, if as long as you arrive before Thursday, 12:01, you're free from the quarantine. You could arrive on Thursday, and you could stay here 1 week, 2 weeks, and be okay. So no, that's wrong, Mr. CEO from Hawaiian Airlines. Cancel those damn flights. Do what Aulani did. Do what Aulani did. He canceled. They closed it down. They closed it down. The governor didn't hesitate with the Mauna Kea fiasco, with the TMT. He didn't hesitate to do whatever he could. But again, the loyalty was with the industry, not the people. not the people. And it's really, really, really frustrating to watch our governor, who took an oath to defend us, protect us, sitting up there and say, well, the reason I didn't do it immediately is because we got to give our visitors, not our residents, our visitors, an opportunity to either come on a trip that they've already paid for, or cancel or reschedule. I sorry people. I have absolutely no respect for that man. Zero respect for this man. Absolutely zero. So where do we go from here? And I really don't give a damn if you like Trump or not. I don't care. He's our president. He's our next level of support. So I don't really care how you feel about the man. But he is our next stop. And I'm going to do whatever I can to get into his ear. I'm going to do whatever I can to get into the few remaining connections that I have at Congress, in D.C., even some of the lobbyists that I became very good friends with. I'm going to do whatever I can to get into the president's ear to shut this crap down. But I need you guys' help. I need each and every single one of you, number one, to share this video. We got 665 people on this right now. 669. We got more people on this than they had in the press conference. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Share this. And I'll post the link again to the White House. And you guys, we need to get, and this is the deal. We need to explain why. Because of our concern for our kupuna. For our concern of our medically challenged residents. Children, you don't have to be a kupuna. We got a lot of people with respiratory illnesses. I had a picture come with a kid with a trach. A kid. Noelani, your son. You know, that's the message we got to send to the president. We do not have the resources here to take care of everybody. We don't. You heard the lieutenant governor talk about the ICU beds in the state. We don't have enough. So we cannot allow our tourists to take a bed from someone that is a resident that is going to die because they couldn't get the treatment because some tourists occupying the bed. That's the message we got to send to the president. That's the message we got to send to the FAA, to the Federal Department of Transportation. That's the effort we all got to do. We do not have the medical facilities and resources to handle the numbers that this state will see, not might, will. We don't have the facilities. So every single person that comes off a plane is risking one of our residents' lives because they're going to take a facility or a resource that should be for our residents. That is the message. You don't write to the White House bashing Governor Ige. You don't write to the White House to say, the tourists have no respect. Or no. The fact of the matter is that we cannot sustain more people in this state because we don't have the resources, the medical resources. So when we're done, I'm going to post the White House, contact the White House, and it'll go to where it needs to go. But just remember, people, we all got to do it. It takes you 2 minutes to write the letter. It doesn't have to be long. Mr. President, you stop the traffic across the northern border between Canada and America. You stop the air traffic on the southern border between Mexico and the United States. Our borders are wide open. Please stop the airline traffic to our borders as well. That's all you got to say. That's all you got to say. And share this video. Share. Everybody needs to write a letter. It's an email. It's online. You don't even have to buy a stamp. We have to do this, people. We have to. This quarantine ain't going to help. Even after the 26th. Quarantine ain't going to help. The other step is a little more, and this is really, Lieutenant Governor, I wish Lieutenant Governor was in charge. Let me just say that. Josh Green, I mean, it's so funny because today the governor said, I've been working. No, you haven't been working. The Lieutenant Governor's been working. And if the Lieutenant Governor hadn't broken his silence a few days ago on Facebook and told the people that this is what needs to be done, I honestly do not believe that we would be here today. Even with this crappy quarantine, we wouldn't even have it if not for Lieutenant Governor. Now, 780 people watching this. I'm going to piss off a whole lot of people. But at this point, I don't care. See, because God forbid we lose one of our kupuna, one of our medically challenged children. We all better know in our hearts that we did what we could. We took it as far as we could. Then it's on the governor. And it's not on us. But if you sit back and let this go and say, let Mel go, he gonna do what he gotta do. No, that's not gonna do it. Trust me. We need an influx of communications getting over to that White House. And you can CC whoever you want. You can CC the governor, lieutenant governor, our delegate. I don't care. It does not matter. The main thing is we get it to the White House. Get it to the Department of Transportation. Get it to the FAA. The next thing is, and this is drastic, and this is asking a lot of people. Asking a lot of people. How do I say this? Asking a lot of people. The airport cannot operate without employees. The hotels cannot operate without employees. Cannot. Every employee call sick. You work in a high risk area. You work at an airport, coming in contact with all these visitors. You have no idea where the hell they're from. You work at a hotel, same thing. If everybody is serious about this, don't go to work. TSA, they cannot operate without you at the front. What are you going to do? Fire you? They might. They might. I mean, what? We want to stop the planes from coming. This quarantine is a piece of crap. 1 week or 4 days or whatever it is, 26th, not going to happen. So, if we are serious, and again, I know it's a lot to ask of someone who needs to feed their families, and so that's an extreme. But the bottom line is, if we want to stop these planes, you're not going to get over there and block the runway. You can hold all the signs you want at the entrance to the airport. Planes are still going to come. Planes are still going to come. I mean, again, this is drastic. But these are drastic times. These lives are at risk. People, look at Italy. West Virginia. Today, the governor came out and said, I've been looking at the numbers. We are in the same space as Italy at the same point in time. So if they don't do drastic measures, they are going to be like Italy and wipe out a ton of people. And we cannot freaking wait for that. We cannot freaking wait for us to get to community spread. What the hell is that? Let's wait. Your check engine light is on, but you know what? I'm going to wait till the engine blow up. Then I'll go take a look at the engine. We're not talking about an automobile. We're not talking about a blown head gasket that you can call your wife or your friend to come pick you up and tow the car. We're talking about a life that cannot be brought back. Listen. We have the roadmaps. Italy, China, South Korea, Singapore. We we got the road maps. I gotta tell you, I can only imagine what some of these other jurisdictions going to be thinking of Hawaii when this crap makes the CNN or whatever the hell news channels is going to get on. No, Kawakami cannot shut the airport down. People going with a laughing stock. Like, really, if it's that bad, you're going to wait till the 26th. And you know, I would have been disappointed if he said, you know, it's going to take us a few days to get the logistics in place. You know, but no, it's not. It's because I've been working closely with the industry, and we believe that this is the right direction to go. This is the right direction to go because the industry has been very cooperative. Unbelievable. You know, what about everybody else that's not in the visitor industry? You know, what about everybody else? What about the moms and dads that are home right? They don't work in the visitor industry. Well, did you communicate with those people that are maybe concerned about their kupuna? That they have my mother-in-law, 82 years old? You know, I mean, did you not communicate with anybody else, any other humans besides the industry? Your own lieutenant governor told you what you need to do. He's a doctor, epidemiologist. He's an expert. So we got to get together, people. We got to stand united. We got to stand united, and we got to build this movement so that we can get some attention that it deserves. I got to tell you, everybody's saying the same thing. Everybody's beating the same drum. I have had no one, you know, I got to tell you, prior to last week's Facebook Live, I had gotten some messages, you know, some negative messages about, Mel, you got to think about the employees at the hotels. You got to think about, and I do, trust me. I told you guys, I got 2 kids unemployed right now, laid off. I'm telling you, my wife is on a 1 week on, 1 week off from the state. I understand. We are not rich. Trust me, we are paycheck to paycheck. Contrary to popular belief, we are paycheck to paycheck family. I am worried. But I also know that we can always deal with the financial crap later. We gotta secure our safety and the health of our kupuna first, and then we worry about paying the friggin' bills. That's the attitude we all gotta have. I mean, seriously, where is everybody? Where is all our elected officials? Where is all our people that's coming out and say, hey, we gotta lead the charge here? This is serious stuff. Lives at risk. So we're gonna see where this goes. I'm sure my phone gonna ring. I'm sure people are gonna be angry. But I'm not concerned about that right now. My concern right now is protecting our kupuna and our residents and our children here that have medical conditions. That's my focus. I'll worry about the other stuff later. You know, I will. Life above all, Adam. That's it. Life above all. We get one shot at this. We don't have a second half. We don't. We got one shot at this, and that's now. I don't know what the governor's thinking. Thank you, Felicia, and thank you, Felicia. Formally requested a meeting, a special meeting of the county council to do a resolution to the governor. Appreciate that, Felicia. I'll be surprised if it gets on. I hope it does. But I think at this point, after hearing the governor today, it's very, very clear that his commitment and his loyalty is to the industry and not to the people. I mean, you can disagree. I have a right to my opinion. That's what I got out of today's press release. And if I missed something that that I am wrong, please let me know. I'll do another Facebook Live to recant and apologize to the governor. If I missed something in that press conference, let me know, please. I'll be the first to apologize. I'll be the first to recant what I said. But I don't think I missed it. I don't think I missed it. I listened to it well. And the time is now. We gotta stop this now. And we need everybody's help. We need everybody's help. 940 people on this right now. Imagine if 946, imagine 948. Imagine if all of us in the next 10 minutes shoots off an email to the White House, all with the same message. What, you don't think that's going to get somebody's attention? And you know what? If not, we tried. We tried. I'm not going to sit back. I'm not going to shut up. Until this is done, I'm not stopping. Yeah, I may ease up a little bit. I think you probably not going to hear from me the first of the evening because my wife won't let me. I'm going to take a break. But it's not over. It's not over. And I need you guys' help. Kauai needs you guys' help. Hawaii needs you guys' help. So I'm going to start winding down here. I think I got everything that I wanted to say. This is real, people. This is real. But thank you guys for the last couple of days. Thank you guys for engaging, the support. And we just got to be there for each other. Everybody. Everybody. And let's do this. Let's go get it done. For the sake of our kupuna and our kids that need our help. All right, I'm going to post the White House contact page. You guys, let's get this thing done. Let's do it tonight. Don't put it off. Let's flood it. And remember, our state cannot handle we do not have the medical capacity to handle visitors coming to our state. And we ask you to please protect our borders like you did for the northern border and the southern border of the continental United States. That's the message. That's it. Don't tell him that he has funny hair. Don't tell him that you don't like the way he acts. That's for another day. That is for elections coming up. That's for another day. Right now, he needs to know from 1,000+ people that we need his help. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Praying for everybody. And don't forget tomorrow, cannot go to church, but hey, we'll pray at home. All right, guys. Love you guys. Thank you again. Take care. God bless.